because of this whole thing.
Oops, now we're on. You just got this. This is live.
It's live. It's live.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Daytime Today. I was planning on coming on, but I wasn't sure. I was watching General Hospital first and Cyrus return. But then something else happened that was like my attention. I thought, I guess we got to talk. I got to rant and rave and talk about this, I guess. So we're coming on. Hello, Candice Mack.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Welcome to the show that you used to star in. Yes. I was outside of my garden for the last 3 hours, relaxing, filming videos, making content, planting plants. Inside, and I guess there's some stuff going on with Vanna, so we're gonna talk about that. People are too much. I don't understand, kids. Oh, wait, some folks come in. Folks, come on in. I think they're like, I'm late.
I'm gonna borrow James's phrase. The water is fine, kids. Come on in.
Come on in. It's gonna be okay.
It's fine. We're gonna have a come to soap Jesus moment.
Yes, I saved. Actually, that's that. I'm setting that up. This is under Daytime Today. All the bells and everybody, come on in, everybody. That one's not made for kids. No, not made for kids. It asks you that. Actually, asks you that. Maybe I'm like, no.
Well, if you go on soap Twitter, a lot of things must be not appropriate.
No, to kids. But they always ask it on YouTube.
Not even to kids, just even adults.
Right. But this one's like, is it good for kids? I'm like, no, it's not good for kids.
I mean, if you want to teach the kids about the birds and the bees.
Yes.
You know.
I'll change the say. Let me listen to my monetization. Yes, we're monetizing this. I want to monetize it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you order for food?
I ordered some chicken Alfredo.
That sounds good, actually.
Because even though I have the ingredients here, I went grocery shopping on Saturday. I'm lazy.
We live alone. We have to cook for ourselves.
Yeah, it's cold as I don't know what here. It's like all of a sudden we went from 75 degrees to 40 to what is it? 45 degrees right now.
Oh, I missed that.
No, you don't.
It's in the 70s, 80s here.
I will switch with you.
Wait, please, let's do. I want to.
Okay, all right.
I want to wear sweaters.
Okay, here.
I don't know exactly. I want to wear jackets.
Wait, sponsored by something that I saw on a website that reminded me of a soap character. I like to call it the Rob and Scorpio Drake sweater.
Okay. Shout out to Kimberly McCullough.
Right.
Everybody. Hi, Deb. Hi, Judy. Hi, Latasha. I don't want top chat. I want all chats. I'm eating some ice cream right now. Some Ben and Jerry's Great Crumble.
Ooh.
It's a new one, limited edition. It's good.
Ooh. Well, of course, James Lott Jr. will have a limited edition because he is James Lott Jr.
That's right, kids. This Vanna shit. Okay, so we talked about it briefly on our show on Sunday. Me and Frank thought it was hilarious. We thought it was funny because Anna was like, we can go slow next time. And I was like, all right, kids. And what to me is like, Vanna, Jeremy, you win for best comment today so far in the chat. He's like, Vanna White have a sex scene. I said, Vanna. That's hilarious.
I mean, my mind was somewhere else.
That you win. No, Jeremy wins best comment. He wins for best. That'd be some news. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, she's turning letters all the time. How does she do?
Well,
I have her book, Vanna Speaks, that came out in the 80s somewhere in the
house. Well, it might take the focus off of her co-star, whatever.
What's going on with Pat Sajak? I heard something going on with him, isn't there?
Let's put it to you this way. People are finding out the truth about Pat Sajak, about where he stands at.
Not Pat Sajak.
Yeah, Pat Sajak. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But
apparently all these guys are pigs. Apparently everybody's a pig or something, apparently. Hi, Tony JC. So, Tony JC, I'm getting black on you. I expect you to sign up for the me and Flobo thing live on New Year's Day. You say you love him, so I expect you to sign up for that event.
I'm gonna borrow a line from Abby Scott.
Abby Scott.
Love you, mean it. You better show up. You better show up for Flobo. There you go.
He'll be back on JLJ this week, so he'll be back.
Okay.
Wait till this week, so you guys come back with that too. Yeah, so Vess, you win Jay for best comment. So yeah, Vanna, so they're two adults of a certain age, a little older than I am. It's a little older than I am, not very much older.
Not that much.
And they both had these exciting lives on their shows. They, you know, these kind of villainous and non-villainous and all this stuff. And so they have a sex scene that, to me, in my opinion, wasn't that suggestive. There's worse on other things. I've seen things where it's like there's some stuff going on. So we talked about it. Me and Frank talked about it. We just kind of chuckled about it on our show. We're like, that's kind of funny. But they finally did it just because it's been a long time.
4 years.
Yes, and you know how Chase in Brooklyn, he's half naked all the time, and they haven't done that yet. So we're just like, well, finally the pacing, they finally did it, but they're two grown adults. There were no whips and chains and all. It wasn't S, 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 and M, M. It wasn't any of that. It was like, be back. It wasn't any of that.
We don't got the rights. We don't got the rights.
Because he went down a little bit.
Downtown.
If you're you. Some people were like, I mean, I was like, oh, but I wasn't like, ugh. I mean, I wasn't like, I gotta call the FCC. They thought it was fine. I know about standards and practices. I work in the business. I used to work at a studio where I couldn't say titty 5 times in a show. I was told one time, you hit your quota of titties. And I'm like, I have. I said, I'm talking about actually breast reductions. Like, I had to say breasts. That's the black version. Breasts.
Right. Yeah. Boobs.
Oh my God, you're about to tell me things. See, Tony, now I get it. He has really nice legs too. I was funny because I saw like, oh, you have nice legs. He has like showing his legs. Anyway, right. Valentine's not a pool boy, but he wanted to drown at Anna's waterfall.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh my God, Monique, you guys are okay. You guys are working it today.
See, this is what. See, now this is like the hot topic. In all honesty, like
you're making my hair curl more, folks.
I bet Anna's hair was curling up too, and her toes.
Okay. But you guys, seriously, I know that if they wouldn't have let them go, they would have told them to stop at certain things. They would have told them they found it. There's a limit
where they could have, like, you know, obviously this isn't like, what is it, Pornhub, okay? Right. Like, this is daytime. This is something that daytime has done, you know, love scenes. Y'all remember love scenes? I know it's been a hot minute. I know because of COVID. It has ever since like COVID, like before COVID, you know, well, some shows wasn't doing love scenes either. I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah. Go ahead, Candice. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that. I mean, we're gonna get to it because I told James, I'm like, people are calling the FCC.
Okay, so folks, anybody watch Bold and the Beautiful? Okay, I remember the scene, the water birth with Finn and Steffi. I go, that wasn't like, ow. It was like, ugh. I mean, it was like completely sexual.
Thank you. I felt like I was covering my eyes. I was like,
they were in that tub and they were and holding each other and just sweaty. And I was like, okay, and then quarter. They think that was suggestive. Like, well, I'm just like, there's so much on some of these shows. I'm like, you're not mad about that?
I mean, Ben and Sierra on Days of Our Lives had the shower scene.
Oh yeah. Also Xander and Sarah.
Oh, Sarah! Hello. Was that even called? Was that even network? Like, I even said something. I was like, okay, NBC. Okay, let's just okay. Like, here's the thing. I'll just say it. Soaps have love scenes. That's a part of the genre. It's the love scenes. For people to be pressed as they were with Valentina and in all honesty, I have never seen that before. And I remember Steve and Kayla, and I told this to James. Steve and Kayla, Gus and Harley, Ben and Sierra, Who else was it? Oh, Ron Moss, because that still sticks with me to this day. And I was a little kid. That tells you my family loved me. But you know, like I don't get why people were so pressed. And I made a joke. I said, is it because of Disney? Because Disney owns ABC's General Hospital. Like, I don't understand why people are so pressed with this. It's two adults, folks. It's not like, come on now, you're doing this stuff at home.
Well, I'm not, but
I know. You're dry.
I'm dry as Sahara Desert. But here's the thing: Jeremy says he had turned on the sound on his TV. I didn't. I think it was all that. I really didn't think it was that much. Sherry says, I like there was a love between a couple of a certain age. I did too. I love that.
Me too.
I said, "Where's love in the afternoon?" Like, where's love in the afternoon? That's what part of soaps is. Love in the afternoon, kissing and hugging and all this stuff, and sex is part of it. And so,
I mean, here's my thing. It's been a payoff. Let me just say this. For the fans of Valentina and Anna, y'all know darn good well, this has been a long road. A long road. And for this to finally be the payoff, it was, I mean, like she said, she didn't want to go slow.
She sure didn't.
I mean, that's a good ride right there. But, it's, I mean, what did people want? Like, wait, let me do it. Hold on, my little dog. I love you. Me too. Ooh. The end.
Right.
Stay tuned for General Hospital on ABC.
Right, Judy. What they set a bar. I think I just don't. I guess I just did not find it that hard, like that hardcore.
It's probably because, again, it had. If we really sit down and think about it, when has General Hospital had a full-fledged love scene?
Years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's before COVID, there was some scenes here and there.
Right.
And then after COVID, which was, I love you. Co-star spouse in real life, behind the scene, and everything else like that, or holding hands, or,
right.
In honesty, that's why Chase in Brooklyn hasn't gotten on yet, in my opinion.
They haven't gotten either, guys. He's half naked all the time. Why is anybody upset that guys are half naked? No girls wearing scantily clad outfits. No, I don't see anybody calling the FCC for that.
Nope.
Chase is underwear.
The only time I actually remember, like, what was it? The FCC. I remember this. It was the All My Children reboot when Robert Scott Wilson, who played Petey, he was getting a blowjob on in the scene. Yeah, it was like you knew was happening because of the acting. But I remember people were pressed with that too. They was like, "Oh no, we can't. This is not our type of show. No." But remember, this was online at the time.
They're bringing up Michael and Willow's last one. Had sex. They had to say, remember Chase came in. Well, he didn't walk. He wheelchaired instead of having sex.
I'm sorry to the Michael and Willow fans for what I'm about to say.
Jody's like, ugh, I agree.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, nothing exciting. That was several years ago too.
Wait, they really did have they fully had sex?
They had sex.
I must have blocked that out.
Remember Chase?
Yeah.
He was looking at the Quartermains.
Oh yeah, that's when he saw yeah. That's when I had high hopes for Chase to be a villain for a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was for a minute. For a minute, he was being evil.
Yeah, the split second.
But that's the whole point. It's like I'm like, but he's right. Other than that, there's no sex scenes anywhere. Nobody has any.
Like, I remember, I must be showing my age, when you had a love scene and you had the montage, you had like a song playing, and then these showed, like, the camera would show the skin touching skin, and they would be like, and love was fine, and they're kissing and everything, and then it's like, all the seductiveness of it all. And I'm just like,
Phil just said that most soaps don't have the great love scenes, romantic scenes like the past.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like, if Vanna was on, so you guys tell me if you agree or disagree. If Vanna was on more, then it'd be one thing. But they haven't been on that much, and fans want them together. This actually serves story.
Yeah.
Them together now complicates everything. I almost feel like Anna was like, yeah, fuck this shit. Why are we slowing down? Let's just get to it. Like,
yeah, they've been patiently waiting. And patience is a virtue. It's literally been 4 years since it's like General Hospital has this problem of their pacing sucks. It's like literally. So I'm like, finally, because at first when I saw the rumors about this, I was like, no, they're not. They're not. I was like most of you guys. I was like, they're not going to do it. And when I finally saw it, I was like, they finally had sex. Okay, call it a day. All right.
I know. They're cheered for sex so happily, but yes, and that's the point. It's like I think that's almost like for the viewers, we know you've been waiting a long time. Anna was saying what we were thinking, basically, like just like And I thought it was a funny line, and I thought, okay, I know you have 4 years. Yes, Phil. I love me some Josh Wicker. I love me some Chase. I would die.
He's hot.
He's hot. Him and Dex. I'm all about Dex too right now. Ooh,
I'll give you my final decision in a couple of days.
The only sex scenes I can think of this year was Curtis and Portia on New Year's Eve. Ugh. Yes, and Nicholas and Esme. Preach, Candice. Pacing is horrible.
Again, the fact that Esme got some before Brooklyn.
I know.
And who else is the third couple? Maxie. Well, Maxie has had a lot. She got 3. You got 3 kids.
She had a lot. She started having sex.
Yeah. She should just, purify herself. Save herself for Spinelli. That's right, General Hospital. Let me say it loud and proud. Spinelli and Maxie, thank you.
I actually don't mind Spinksy. I don't mind Spinksy.
Better than
yes, you guys. Patiently waiting for a Chase Brookman love scene. The Twin Todd. I agree. Sure, I agree.
I mean, the other day, what was it? Not yesterday, Friday's episode, right? Where he was in his tidy whities and stuff. Yes. I was like, he wants it, she doesn't. I'm like,
I couldn't turn it down.
I'll be like, no, this is one of those times, James. This is one of those times when I've been. The role of Brooklyn is now being played by Candice.
James Lott Jr. I'll do
it. Look, they'd be like this. Wait, Brooklyn's black. It worked for Blair on One Life to Live.
That's right. This is a new girl in town, and she's feeling good.
Like I was in the sun for too long. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Exactly. So I'll step in. Shit, I would step in. But I think the Vanna thing is very interesting, and so you sent me this thing. Let's see. I can find it because I had it.
Nothing. This is okay. Look, I understand people have their opinions. I totally understand that. We all have our opinions because if we all thought the same, it would be no. But the fact that you are saying on social media, and like I told James, I don't know if they're going to actually do it or they're saying it on social media because on social media you can say anything and underneath the sun. But I know that some people probably are calling as we speak the FCC regarding this because this is too hot for television, for network television. This is too hot for Disney because remember Disney ABC, right? Okay. But these are the same people that are watching this kind of stuff on primetime, or let me say the word because I got in trouble for it, streaming services. Yes, folks, or some of these people probably aren't getting none in real life. So they're upset that, fictional characters are living out their dreams when they're not. Sorry, I had to say that. I'm apologizing on no, I'm not.
So the 2 things you sent me, I was part of this one Twitter chain. So I had to, I muted the first person, Blake Arrington, because I guess he follows me. He always responds to my stuff fucked up. And so I chose not to block him because that gets people excited. So I don't know if he's watching this, but I've muted you. That's why you don't hear from me or nothing. I don't see anything he does anymore on Twitter because he was getting my nerves. And this was part of the thing. I was on this part of this one. And he was like, too much, GH. You're still a broadcast TV. Where are the censors? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then Homegirl goes on, another one you sent me, saying that the difference between oral sex, they could turn on the actors. I'm like, okay, it's all fake. I'm trying to tell you guys, sometimes some actors fall in love on set. It does happen sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not even the ones who are working together. They have the code. But it's fake sex. It's not even for real. If the setups are, I've been on sets, they're not even comfortable. It's not anything you think it would be. It's very mechanical, and the cameras are here. And it's nothing. Even sex on camera is not sex, really. Porn starts to tell you it's not really what you think. It's smoke and mirrors. It's not that enjoyable. It's not like you're at home in private. So this is all fake. And if your marriage is in trouble, that's a problem. That's not a problem of the show. That's not a problem.
Ex Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, and Jennifer Aniston.
That happens sometimes, but for the most part, it doesn't. For every one of those, it rarely ever happens.
Yeah.
For every Missy Reeves and what's his name, Jason Brooks back in the day, that rarely happens. Most actors, it's all a day's work.
You know what? You know what's funny, James? I just thought about it. Some people don't even know about that.
I know. It was something on the rug back in the day, but
yeah,
that's all. I mean, just in movies, it's fake. It's fake, you guys. It's not. It's meant to look real. It's meant to look as. It's so
real. It's so reality. That's the thing. That this is a fictional show, right? That's on General Hospital. These are fictional characters played by two professional actors who are getting paid to do this for your entertainment. Your entertainment. And if you don't, I'm gonna just say it. If you do not want to watch it, I normally don't say this, but if it makes you feel a certain type of way, two things. Just pause, mute, whatever, walk away, do what you got to do. Don't watch. Just to quote James.
My thing is, you have a right to not like it,
right?
TV. But you don't have the right to go and try to get it abolished for everybody else who may enjoy it. That's the problem. It's like when back in the day, it was the million Christian women, or they were just one lady, but it was a huge organization that tried to shut things down. And it's like, what do you mean? For you don't like it. It goes back to even to the gay stuff. It goes back to everything. It's like, okay, you don't like it, that's fine. But there's
other people
don't mind.
Right.
There's another Twitter chain that the person insinuated that pretend oral sex were in the marriage. That's what I just read, actually.
Yeah.
But JPS him and his wife are fine. Phil and her husband they're fine. Long time married, nothing's going on.
I'm just trying to figure out like why. I always ask myself this question: is like, why don't you really like this particular scene or this character or this storyline or this show? Like, what is the real reason? There has to be, and it can't be just because I don't like it. I don't, like, is it because of your beliefs? Is it because of somebody else? Like, let's say James says that he doesn't like, dare I say this, but he doesn't like Brooke Logan for some apparent reason. Oh, because she's too old. She should not be, this sexual and stuff like that. So I jump on that bandwagon, but am I doing it because I believe that, or is it because I'm following the leader? Because I noticed that a lot on soap Twitter and on, everybody follows the leader because they want to be known on social media as we're the ones who did it. That's right. Everybody tweet us, Fanola, James, everybody tweets us so we can be popular in this trend. Because how many people was in that tweet? Like 5, right? Yeah. It was 5 or 4. So that means everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon. I want to know what the legit reason that this person is saying all this and why these 4 other people are following suit. You can't be pressed, especially, I don't want to know their whole TV history. I want to know what they've been watching in the last 24 hours. If they watch something that, if they watch, what is it, House of Dragon? Is it House of Game?
It's a show.
Yeah, that's it. That has sexual content, right? I haven't seen it. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't. I'm so sorry. I know. Bad Candice. But my thing is, it wasn't that bad. Like, I don't understand.
See, for me, I don't care about that stuff. For me, it's all about because that's one guy that I said I muted. He is like this normally. So I'm like, yeah, he's like this normally anyway. So I'm like, he was getting my nerves up there. Now it's the final straw for me. Like, okay, I'm just done seeing you. I don't want to see you commenting on my stuff. So you're muted. I don't know this chick, whatever. there are conservatives who watch soaps. That's what always kills me. They watch soaps. I guess they can watch soaps. Okay. My thing is, kids, I don't understand. I do understand where you want to control the narratives on soaps. You don't want to see gay people. You don't want to see interracial people. You don't want to see older, younger. You don't want to see younger, older. You don't want to see. I get there are people out there who don't want to do that. But I'm just so shocked by this particular situation because for so long there was this campaign I saw for Vanna just to be on screen. People were just like, "Where's Vanna?" Like, you haven't even been on screen for months. And he was doing the Villains of Valley Village or whatever he was doing, and she was sitting there twiddling her thumbs. But like, I think everybody. So now they're back. They actually moved up the sex so they can further the story. They're working together. It's actually a cool storyline by two great actors who spent shit in the gold. You all know that. That I'm like, okay, some people may not like that. It was semi-explicit in some form or implied something. Okay, that's fine. I have no problem with that. You're like, it's for us, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm not ready for all that. Okay, fine. But to go as so far and say it's something that's so repugnant that we should, so what do? You're gonna tell ABC we didn't like that. Okay. Exactly. There's that too. Murdering, stabbing, violence. I'm sure we have that on soaps. But my thing is, so you contact the FCC, you contact the ABC Disney. Okay, Ann.
What's going to happen next?
What's going to happen? You call it boycott the show. Okay, well, you'll be boycotting.
Are you trying to get the show canceled? Is that, James? That's what it is. They're trying to get General Hospital canceled because they don't like General Hospital. Thought about it. I just thought about it.
I just noticed that I don't know why this sex scene so heavily has stuck. I mean, last week there was talk about I got that, but now it's a new week. I don't understand that.
I wonder if these are the same people who were pressed about the Kane and Tracy storyline on Young and the Restless.
They didn't want them together either.
Is it an age? Is it an age thing?
Ageism, body issues. It's all that. It's all out there. I mean, hey, ask Lizzo. She'll tell you all about it. I mean,
right now, nobody's pressed about her body. It's about the fact that she was using the flute.
Well, is that? But it's all step. But no, there are a lot of folks who still press about her body.
No, I muted y'all.
Because she has this shapewear she has. She was twerking her ass in it something the other day on Instagram. And I was like, "You go, girl." I mean, she's a big girl. So I hope she is okay. But I'm just like, it's so that folks are just there. They you can call somebody fat still. You can call them old. There's all these things you can do, and then that's that. And I just said, for me, it's just like I don't understand why this particular sex scene has stuck in the craw of some people. Where there's been worse things on daytime TV.
There's worse things in the world going on, folks.
Right. We've had rapes. We've had this or that.
I mean, let's call it out. Like you said, rapes. Right? Okay. You had abuse. You had physical and mental abuse.
Yep.
It's not always a physical thing. It's a mental thing, right? Okay. We had alcoholism. We had drug use, neglection of parents with children.
Yeah.
Trying to think of
there's lots that goes on there, and I just think this is very interesting, the psyche. Plus, I had this talk on my show this morning. People are just finding ways to be miserable. They are. They're not happy in their lives. And so misery loves company. So let me do something in the name of something trying to be pure and good. But it's like what you're doing is just creating more chaos. It's not serving anybody in any form. They're not going to not show, do this again. Like, it's just like, I don't get it.
They don't have any joy in their lives.
No, they don't.
If you think about it, the last 2 years, I've noticed this. Everybody has, like you said, has to find something to complain about because something in their lives is not working. And I think you said it, James, and I know I heard it, is that you have to find some kind of joy in your life. Waking up is a joy. Like, hey, I'm alive. I'm up. I have a job. Some people don't have a job, but guess what? You got some air in your lungs. You got your teeth. You got TV shows. Technically, you got 4 soaps, right? 3 of them are network. One is doing very well on streaming. That's for some people, that's like an escape. But if you find one, I don't know.
Shanika brings up a point that I actually will go with. Hi, Daisy Flower. Shanika says, maybe because it's a woman enjoying herself.
Instead of a man?
Wait,
hold on. Yup. Wait.
Yes. I will actually go with that, Shanika.
I agree with that. Because it's such a male-dominant genre that females can't, because you know what? Now that I thought about it, yeah, she kind of was the guy in the situation because she wanted it fast instead of taking it slow. Like everybody's like, let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. No, she wanted to get it done. Yeah, a guy usually sometimes does that. It's a couple of things. It's a woman. She's of age. She's a mature woman. It was a love scene that literally General Hospital hasn't. Okay, y'all said Michael and Willow. Okay, I had to remember you said that, but I don't.
Okay, let's stop for a second, folks. I'm at 9 likes and 26 people watching. So let's hit the like button. Even if you hate me in this conversation,
Is it because of me, you guys? Is it because of me? Okay.
Just hit the like. If you like Candice, not me, hit the like button. It helps me get stuff. YouTube.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Vanna fans, come on. Let's raise it up. Raise it up.
Like, just hit us right now.
Such a joke there too.
Nobody. Yeah, I know there is right, but no one's hitting it. They're like, we don't care.
Hit it like Valentine did. Hit it.
Like, I got 11. Okay, get 2 votes. Hit it. Thank you.
Come on, Valentine. Valentine fans, share this link on Twitter and Facebook and in General Hospital groups. Come on,
goes. I don't mind Vanna. I just couldn't watch it because of my parents having sex. That's hilarious, Daisy Flower. We love you, Candice, Judy says.
Oh, thanks, guys.
That is hilarious, Daisy Flower. Well, some of us parents have sex. Not everybody's young and youthful anymore. People who are old have sex too. Shit. Not me, but other people do, I'm sure. They left my life, but other people are having sex at my age, and I'm happy. Like, finally, show that shit on TV. But no, in all seriousness, I think there is something to be said about that, because I go back to Madonna, I go back to Pat Benatar. When I was growing up, a lot of these strong women were just vilified because they were so comfortable in their female sexuality. And that was something that's really like, no, off topic. No, off topic. This is my show. No off topic. I'm gonna ask you questions. No, we're not going off topic. The topic is this. That's the topic.
And also, the character of Anna Devane has always been that type of character to take charge of the situation, regardless if it's a crime or a family or even a relationship. So you know what? To those who have a problem with it, it happened. And it's always going to be on our minds forever and ever.
but my thing is, you're right not to like the scene. But I was talking about, I have no problem with
that. Yeah, it's your prerogative. You don't have to like everything.
I'm just like, and wanting to get like General Hospital in trouble. That's where I have problems. Kind of like, no, you can say I don't care for that scene.
You know what, James? They're trying to find ways to cancel that show.
Well, either way, I just think my start just that I don't think I'm old too, but I don't want to say I'm old too, but I don't want to see it often. Dang, what's wrong with old people having sex?
Okay, so twice a week? They
just like you don't see it. General Hospital needs to hurry up with the pace. I don't see, right?
Great.
We just said it. We find some love in the afternoon. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
the fact that you got Valentina and Anna finally after 4 years. And then you got Chase in Brooklyn. I don't know what I look, y'all, you guys who follow me on Twitter today, so y'all know where my patience is about Chase in Brooklyn. I'm at that point right now where that somebody just needs to walk in and Chase needs to just, jump. Jordan, maybe.
Yes. George, Janice, all you guys. People are coming in. This is I'm late, this is juicy. No, it's just you guys. I have a problem with. Not everybody's gonna like what you see on television. First of all,
Right.
That's just whatever, right? For some people are squeamish about certain things. Like I don't want to see mice or rats. Okay, I don't look at those things or feet. Those are all things I want to get. Some may not like certain foods, or they don't want to see violence on TV, or they don't want to see anything. So my thing is that's fine. And so anybody who watches it, always attack me going, Jane. No, everybody has the right to not like the scene. Or not like the exchange. For me, it's just crazy because you're going further and going, I'm going to call the FCC, even if they do it or not. Like I said, we don't know if they did it or not or whatever. You're so up in arms that you're commenting. I make a post, I enjoyed the scene. So now you decide, I'm going to say something to you that I'm offended by the scene. Okay, got it. I'm still saying I enjoyed the scene. I still stand by my same person, the same guy. I made a post about Deacon and Sheila and loving their dialogue. And I tagged Sean Kanan in it, my buddy. This same guy decided to come on and go, what show are you watching? It's all fucked up and horrible. I'm like, why? I just tagged him in it. Why would you say that? So I'm saying,
I told you.
There are people who just are miserable and feel like they want attention, and they want like Burger King. They want it their way, so they want their TV a certain way. It's like, no, this is TV for everybody. If I want gay and lesbian portrayals that are authentic, as they can be for a daytime show, and I want them plentiful. That's how life works. But now, Days General Hospital, none going on. Born Beautiful has none.
Nope.
Going on.
And they came after my girl. They came after my Raven Bowens.
I'm sure. But I'm saying Days is the only one that has like the sexual fluid thing going on there.
Yeah.
And YNR has none either. I would say literally we have been erased. Teriah is there, but not holding on. We have been erased.
Yeah.
I don't understand your statement, Janice. I ignore what shit, James. I'm just talking about what's going on in the world. I'm not even upset. I'm just saying it's a topic. So I was saying this that I'm not going to ignore there's no gay people on daytime TV. I'm not going to ignore that. I'm not going to ignore that they're attacking older people having sex or someone fat having sex. I remember Nancy and Clyde got first and she's so fat. Oh my God. And it's like, that's so rude. That's so rude. I'm just saying that for me on social media, I don't block. I mute people, and I'm just saying that I'm just commentating that it's rude.
Yeah,
that's what goes on. It's just so rude that people just feel the need to say whatever the fuck they want, and no matter if they're actors here or this here. I think some of it's for attention. I think some of it really is just for attention.
It's their craving of attention, so they can say, "Oh, we ruffled such and such feathers." And when I've noticed this is becoming a trend, is when somebody is blocked, they take a screenshot and says, "Oh, look who finally blocked me!"
I know.
Like, yay!
That's why I don't block people, because I know they'll make them so. Because I remember when me and Robin Strasser, that Robin Strasser had a Twitter war, which was started by her because she's crazy cuckoo.
Hey.
When I finally blocked her, she went on. I have another account, and she went on and on about me after I blocked her, and she was almost proud that I blocked her. It's like, this crazy bitch is still going, which I let it go. I don't want my business, but I'm like, but for me, it's like almost got because I'm shady. I don't want the satisfaction of you having satisfaction.
No, you're shady. No,
no, never. I'm shady, so I'm just like, no, you can't have the satisfaction of me blocking you. So I'll just mute you. You took all the shit you want. I'll just never see it. And you won't even know if I see it or not. So I do a lot of muting a lot of times, just because that's just a little easier for me. I'm like, on Facebook, I just mute people because I know when you block them a lot of times, it's a badge of honor now.
Yeah.
Like so-and-so or so-and-so still blocked by me. And I'm like, that's a badge of honor. Okay.
Hey,
basically won't block you.
Or the best one, James. We got such and such off of Twitter.
Right.
We got such and such off of Twitter. We got Kelly Monaco, Rebecca Herbst, and all of them off Twitter because they couldn't handle our comments.
So now we don't have them on Twitter.
Yeah, except for once in a blue moon.
You know, it's like we don't have them on there. And yeah, people on Instagram having to mute their comments so you can't comment.
Right.
The craziest things. And so I'm like, does that even do anything? It's like, does that
makes the fans look bad. It makes not all and some actors are refusing to go to fan events now. I'm not saying
them. After what happened to
Quattros. Exactly. Thank you. And you know, the General Hospitals, you got that's about to have their big convention. I saw the guest list. I wouldn't be surprised if half the people don't show up because of fandoms. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest. I think another thing too is you guys, you know, all right, these cuckoo fans makes it bad for the rest of us. This is why we don't have nice things. Like seriously, like okay, we finally got like I said, the Valentina and Anna scene, 4 years in making. I know James is saying, Candice, if you say 4 more years, one more time, okay, 4 more years of waiting, and you know that's a popular fan base. That really is. James, you taking note of that, right?
So folks want me to do a Vanna meetup, and would anybody come to it? I'm like, if we do, I'd do one. I'll do any fan meetup if that fandom will pay and come to it. I'm like.
All right, Valentine fans, hold on. I'm gonna do this because I know James, you have an upcoming Zoom event about promoting.
Yes.
Valentine Vanna fans, listen up. If you or anybody you know who would like to attend a Vanna fan event, like gathering a little, can't promise anybody, from General Hospital, you never know. Word of mouth. Hit up James. Okay, hit him up. Okay, and not for anything else, but there's prizes. You guys know you like a free prize.
See, that's the thing. My thing is that I will do fan meetups for anybody. I mean, anybody wants to do it. Let's do a meetup. Let's talk about it. Let's have fan art. Talk about fan fiction. Talk about life. I'm like, I'll do one. I mean, I'd love to do one. And I mean, I'll reach out to the actors, but I mean, who knows? They show up.
And not for nothing, you don't have to deal with cuckoo fans.
No, it's all people who are like-minded like you. It's a community. Some of you guys that come to my events, they're a lot of fun. We have a great time, and they're safe and they're sane. George says at the end, Janice says she loves Vanna. Janice says, come to some of my events. George is coming to some events coming up. I mean, the events are fun. They're fun. I keep them low cost. They're fun. Let's have a good time. And I'll do it. If people want one, I'll do one.
Valentine fans.
I was like, I mean,
Facebook, Twitter, James fan event.
I mean, but I need people to come. I need people to make it an event to come. At least give me 15, 20 people, and I'll do it.
You heard them, folks. You heard them.
But film says something that is very interesting. Also, that I think is true. People want love scenes. People do. They want rich drama soaps. They don't want. They want a balance of action and intrigue and boardroom, but they want bedroom. That's part of the soap world.
Yeah,
like that's part of it. I say bedroom meaning it could be anywhere.
Yeah, it could be in the office. It could be in the car. It could be in the farmhouse. It could be in the mansion, cemetery, the crypt, a coffin.
Really good. It's so funny.
The roof.
It's so blank all of a sudden. It's I'm like my house.
No, I mean, yeah.
Whatever. I'm like, please, come on, Chase, let's do it. But I just think that it's one of those things where just people we want love scenes, not mannequins. That's right, George. Okay,
that's
Fanbowl to be the fault. They had to do what they had to do. They were the first production in Hollywood to go back to work. So I will always defend them on that because that was tough. But yes, we want real people. Because remember at the first minute, they were doing cutaways.
Right, and then they had the spouse's head and the with the wigs.
Bad wigs. They had
there's some choices with that.
There was bad Brooke wig. Somebody had a bad Brooke wig.
Somebody had a bad Ridge wig. Shout out! I know who it was. I know who it was.
Yeah, that was Dom. I know Dom, her boyfriend. Boyfriend. And he told me a little story about that. It was so funny. He has that wig still. It's not that wig.
I just want the cupcakes. When I come out next year, in a couple of months.
Cupcakes, yes.
I'm getting my cupcakes. Okay, thank you.
People desire another Luke and Laura and They want super couples.
You want love in the afternoon. Like there was a reason that was a promo during the 80s. Like love, love, love in the afternoon. That's literally what they were talking about. And again, like I said, in the recent couple of years, it's been really dry. I mean, I literally said this when we do our soap party for one more end of the year for the love scenes. There's actually only 2 that I can qualify. And James said it earlier was Steffi and Finn and Valentina and Anna. And that literally was, let me see. Steffi and Finn, I'm not counting the water birth, but when they got back together, that was around what, April, May, right? April, May to now. We're now in October. Well, you might as well say September. That's a stretch because other soaps really didn't have any love scenes. A kiss, a peck, an arm around. Okay. I don't like fans. What do you guys really want from these soaps? Like, I'm just curious. Like, if you can't handle a love scene, then what can you handle?
So I'm with Janice. I hate the mob stuff. I didn't like the Goosey years. Sorry, not into that at all.
You mean the Soprano years? Because how it popped up was Soprano on HBO. Shout out to James Felty.
I didn't like any of that, but love, like she says, love, family, relationships. Well, she says friendships, but relationships, friendships, and action. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I want. That's all I want for soap. And I want representation. I want different colors, races, different sexual orientations. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
I like good writing, good balance, representation, and everything.
We haven't had a true super couple on any of these soaps. Finn and Steffi are hot, but what other couples? That's true. I think Quarter had the makings of it, but she's gone.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing is that
Brooke and Ridge aren't a super couple anymore. Not really.
I don't know what they are. Hot mess.
You know, I see AJR saying too. Love seeing Vanna at last. I thought that would be the prevailing answer. Like finally. Like,
call your friends, you guys. Valentine, they finally did it. Valentina finally did it. Like it's a win.
And I'm saying, and Quinn and Carter were all over each other. Yeah, they got some backlash for the men.
You know what? But here's the thing, I just thought about this. On Days of Our Lives, right before they went over to Peacock, right? John and Marlena had like quote unquote a scene, right? Where you can tell that they got some nookie. And I saw people even talking about that too. They didn't show it like Valentina and Anna, but you can tell John and Marlena with the strawberries and the whipped cream and all that stuff. And people were talking about that too. And I'm just like,
well, Jarlina are legends. How I feel about Unger.
I know.
But they are legends. And they're a legendary couple that's always been about love.
Yeah.
And about being sexual. They've always been sexual. It's always been always. And that's the whole point. So I think I saw a few smatterings of Jarlina comments. I'm like, they've always been like that. It's always been that way. It's like, what are you not seeing?
I wonder how some of these fans of today would have reacted to the love scenes like a Leslie and a Lance on Young and the Restless. Yeah, I went back there. The like late 70s, 80s, and even early 90s. Because there were some hot scenes back in the day. How would they have reacted to some of that? And it was different age groups. Let me say that. It was different age groups.
Why can't these writers, showrunners learn from the past to make soaps juicy with romance and drama? They don't care. Sorry. That's just, I mean, clearly they. So here's the deal. In my opinion, I feel they think they're writing something good. I don't think any show really thinks their writing is bad. I don't think they think their stories are bad. I don't think they're trying to ruin your shows. I don't believe.
No.
Believe that. I don't believe that. That's not it. You don't come to work every day and get paid to just ruin a show. I think they think what they're writing is good. The problem is, I think there's some blinders on for some people that are writing. I think the networks are taking enough interest to go, hey, I don't like that story, or hey, that story's not working. I think there's some management issues that are happening that's why it's not working for us, because we're everybody in chat room, there's some things we all kind of universally agree on. And for just about 99% of people who watch soaps, just saying the writing is not up to par. Every once in a while it happens, you go, oh, that was a good scene.
Once in a blue moon when it's Emmy time.
Yeah, so when that comes around, you go, oh, okay. But there are things, I mean, if you watch our show yesterday from GH, well, we had so much we just didn't care for. I mean, there's so much wrong right now on that show. And I think they think they're writing fine. I think they think that they're doing fine.
Yeah.
And so we're all getting upset. But like they're not seeing that we're upset. Or they see we're upset and go, oh, no, because that adage of we're not gonna give them what they want. We're giving them what they need. That's the old adage. And back in the day, it worked. Back in the day, it was like they gave us stuff like crazy. Shanika says she agrees. At this point, I don't think they care. And look at JH for pacing. I'm so sorry, no respect to B&B, but not great either. We don't need 3 decades of triangles. I agree.
I agree. I feel as though, like, I said this about Bold and Beautiful, is, you know, what worked 30-something years ago is not working now because it's new viewers. You have the mix of old viewers from day one who has gone through the triangles, and then you have the mix of the new. And it's sort of like the writers, like you said, James, they're not trying to cancel the show unless you're Brian Franz. Sorry, well, you know. We hate that's that. Another topic. That's another topic for another day. Yeah, that's another topic. But I don't think they are. It's just, you know, I had this conversation with everybody at Twitter Space. We were talking about why are we soap fans still craving for what we saw back in the early 80s and 90s and even early 2000s. And I have asked this question. I said, well, if these people came back who used to run the shows back then to come back now, would the shows be different? And some people said, yeah, and I did mention Jill Phelps. I did. And you guys know how I feel about her. Yeah. But the thing is that you're right. Bold always says the conflicting soap. Sometimes I'm conflicted because I'm like, I like it, but then I'm like, oh, that show. General Hospital, Young and the Restless is in the mix.
Right.
Days of Our Lives in the mix.
Yeah.
And you have writers who've been on. Here's the thing. Ron has been in the genre now for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Josh Griffin has been on about 6 soaps, and Young and the Restless is his longest one. It's his longest tenure. With Dan and Chris, I'm older than them. And Brad Bell, I mean, it's been inherited. So they should know how to do a soap. But like James just said, they're just doing it. They're giving you something. Everybody in this chat room, everybody who's watching this can at least say one thing that they're watching those shows for. Is it a couple, a storyline? Is it a character? But there's no, I don't know. There's Martin. It's Martin couples. I can't even say super couples because I feel as though super couples are no longer. I mean, we still see representation of couples from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, early 2000s. That's a super couple. But nowadays, I call them Martin couples because they go through all the stuff of a super couple, but they're still not a super couple because they got together in a short period of time. Valentina, yeah. Go ahead.
I got to do this because this is paying the bills. Kate Valentine, thank you for your super chat for $10. She says, give me more May December and LGBT. That's it, right?
That's what we're talking about.
All those letters, LGBTQI+. I'm talking all those letters. Hi, David. Salvin, your buddy from Take 2 Radio.
What up, David?
But no, thank you, Kate. I agree. I think we need more variety. My thing is, again, if I don't care for something, I don't watch it. The new movie Bros is coming out. I'm not watching it. I don't see myself reflected in it. I don't need to see another white romance. I don't really care. So I don't care that it's the first gay film rom-com that's been made. I give 2 shits. But that's what I feel. That's how I feel. There are other gay folks who love it. They're running in the droves. They love it. And I guess it tanked or whatever. It didn't do really well in the theater or whatever. But that's fine. But for me, I'm not gonna go out there and try to get Billy Eichner fired or get him like I'm not gonna go after him. My thing, it fuels me to go, let me find a movie that does fit what I feel or a TV show and support that. That's what it tells me. Go find this instead of that. Now, with the soaps, because you and I were kind of, as we say in poker, we're pot committed because we're in, I'm going to watch all 4 soaps to the end.
Yeah.
I understand, right? So I do criticize, and we criticize, so this is what we do for a living. We do that. But I will never try to get the soap off the air. I will never try to get it canceled. I will never try to turn it in. It doesn't, I mean, it's like the soaps, they make mistakes. They're not perfect. They're very imperfect. And I will always still speak out on certain issues. And I think that's something that we can all do. But it's like, we can always hope for the future. But I'm here in Hollywood and I just know stuff. And it's just like, we're literally, they're all kind of hanging on by where they're hanging on. So.
Yeah. And also, if you're not even not even within the business or anything, you can also read between the lines. Like you just said, Days of Our Lives just moved to a streaming service where they can open up their content a little bit more versus network. Network has a lot of say in a lot of things here and there, and over the years, the head of networks have come down like a hammer. Like, no, because the focus groups, because of, people on social media saying we're going to not watch this show. And, keep in mind, we lost 4 soaps in the last couple of years. And some of these networks and these writers and executive producers, they don't want their shows canceled. Trust me, you guys, they don't. I know some of y'all like Candice, you be preaching. And my thing is, I don't believe that either. Like James said, I don't think anybody's trying to get these shows canceled. It's just every little thing on a soap. I get it. It irks you. I get it. I totally get it. But when when you start saying, I'm calling the FCC and I'm doing this and I'm going to make sure this show gets canceled. Okay, let's just say the show gets canceled. Then what you going to do now? What are you going to complain about?
Right.
James's lovely shirt. Is that from Tomorrow's a New Day, James? Real quick.
This is I'm what Willis was talking about.
Oh.
My shirt I wore when I met Todd Bridges. I'm what Willis was talking about.
There you go.
But my Tomorrow's a New Day shirt I wore, I have to wash it. I wore it already.
Okay.
Oh, David, thank you, David, for your contribution. I appreciate that, David. This helps the channel go. You're supporting a queer, Black, Latino man. Thank you very much. And doing my thing. I appreciate that. The problem also is, yes, marketing departments, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the Christina thing, I got in trouble because I said I'm bothered by the fact that they're more willing to play Christina as bi than lesbian on General Hospital. And that to me bugs me because her and Parker were a very interesting relationship.
Yes.
And then her and Valerie never fully got together. And so, but now Dex is on, Dex is hot. Wrong. But now it's like Dex and Jocelyn are going to fight over Dex. Jocelyn and Christina are going to fight over Dex. I'm like, really? He says, can we just... well, no, James, she's bi. She never said she was super gay or whatever. I'm like, well, that's not even the point. The point is, again, representation. It's like, yes, her and Dex have some chemistry. They have some. So, you don't have to go that direction. Like, so what? And that's why I look at it and go, but you're so afraid to have her with another woman, another chick, that you're going to go that way. And I don't even know if that's marketing. I don't even know if that's network. I feel like that's the writers.
Yeah. I can't say that's the Disney thing.
Nice to see you, Candice.
Hey, what's up?
This is one of my people who gave some money today. But you guys know what I mean. It's like, it's just that they make decisions sometimes, and I don't think it's always about the audience. It's them. They don't want to write it. I think sometimes,
which is crazy.
Which again, no one's saying to write anything that different. And so it's 2 dudes. Okay, you might tweak a few things, but for the most point, see, there you go, Janice. I agree with you. I agree with you. I do. They've erased most of the gay folks on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have. I mean,
Because General Hospital has the most, really. I mean, Days of Our Lives. Look, Days of Our Lives.
That's it.
Well, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Days of Our Lives has the most, like Will, Sonny, Leo, Chanel, Allie, right? General Hospital. Now, help me out, you guys. Christina, Terry.
Okay, Terry, because she's part of the.
Brad, which they kind of, I feel as though they're trying to forget that with Brad.
Yeah, Brad, right?
Yeah. Lucas, they wrote Lucas off so quick that I was like, hey, Felix, whenever they use him as the best friend.
I don't count him.
Well, no, I mean, like, technically, because they never really stated anything yet.
I'm just saying what we're saying. About
what we're seeing, right? It's definitely Christina and Terry. Like I said, wait, I'm gonna make sure I'm doing that right. Terry, Christina, and Brad. Okay, so 3, and sometimes Felix is over here. I'll put Felix over here.
Oh my God, DC Soap Sanctuary all of a sudden is in here now.
Hey,
over here, DC. Okay, give me 1 second, folks. So DC had to say on camera, James didn't tell me about technical issues. Okay, first of all, this is not it wasn't a technical show. It was I'll tell you how to go out, how to act on YouTube. If you want, I said I was here for you. Wanted other stuff. You needed some technical support, but you did it fine. You did fine. You figured it out.
Yeah.
Great job. So I didn't even know you were on. So
right. At least we know. At least I said when I'm coming on YouTube.
And I saw your announcement. I didn't even see that, so I missed the whole thing. But
I know he emails me and tells me, "Oh, I just wanted to let you know I came on live earlier."
I'm like, but he went live, so you did it.
He did. He got a gold star. He gets a gold star.
But there's different types. There's StreamYard. I told you there's StreamYard. There's Rodeo. I didn't go to technical stuff. I went about just how to get on there. That's a whole nother show if we're gonna do technical stuff. But you did fine. Did a great job.
That's going to be what I told you.
I say it all the time. Bold and the beautiful. Well, you said it, but I'm sure you're going to do it. But I'm an old person. You got to remind me things. You can't just say it. Now you have to remind me. There's no LGBTQ people in the fashion houses in Los Angeles. Really?
The only gay people that I thought.
And what's so funny to me is that I'll never see, I got in trouble a while back also when I just suggested, what if they brought on a young black man for Trina? All I said was that.
I saw that.
And people lost their shit. At the time they were into Rory, how quickly that changed. And I said, all I said was, there's no young black men or black women other than her and of that age group on the show. Would it be nice to have another one? Why not? He could date somebody else, or I'm just saying that we never. So we'll never see 2 black men in love. And they were Brad and Felix and Brad. They were both 2 people of color, and they chose to make Brad choose the white dude.
I remember. Oh man, I remember the heat on social media.
And we were pissed. I was pissed.
I remember Ron getting dragged for that decision, like.
But Ron's a gay white man. Well, what the fuck he care? And I have no problem with Ron. I mean, Ron and I are fine. I know he knows me. I know him. But I'm just saying that there are things that people don't think about if they don't have to think about it. We're othered, so we think about it. We see these soaps through a lens. Here's something I've been saying for years, Candice, and this is, I say this about everything. So today I interviewed. She played Livia Fry Cudahy on All My Children. A Tony winner, Tanya Peekins. The interview's coming out later this week.
You're not supposed to tell me this on live. You're not supposed to do that.
Exclusive. And we talked race. We talked about what her and Walt Willie did on the show. And if you're a Patreon member of mine, we did an extra interview on there too.
Wait, okay. So when is this being released?
I don't have a day. Sometime this week. I don't decide.
Okay. Tanya.
It's a good interview. And here's what I said, and she agreed. People who are othered, not cis straight white men. This is women. This is people of color. This is if you're other orientation or gender. We always have to take what we are given and make it match with us. That's what we have to do. Things aren't just assumed for us. It's just we have to watch shows and go, I like that show in spite of, or I like that show, I can relate to it because of. But white folks don't do that. They get what they get. They like it. It's there. But the rest of us have to go, there are no black men on the show, but I love the show so much. I like the storytelling. I can relate to him. We don't see ourselves reflected in him.
Right.
But we're seeing something that we can relate to. That's something we always have to do. And it's something that's just not thought about. And Once to Live was one of the most diverse. So
yeah, it was.
It was. And that was on purpose. Remember, that was the whole thing. They did that on purpose. And even early on with the whole Holly storyline, her passing for white, all that stuff was on purpose. But we have to look at the couples and look and go, I love this couple. And we have to accept what's given to us all the time. And women, I say this all the time, there are no head women out there on soaps. So you're having to accept whatever they give you is what they think women will like.
That's why people had a problem. That's why people had a problem with generations.
I'm saying in terms of what these forceful men and all these shows, all of a sudden, all these men are so rude on these shows. That's not attractive. I know the women out there are going, it's not attractive. I've seen it. This is not attractive. It doesn't. Cody and all them. It's not Finn. It's not attractive. But they're saying to you, no, ladies, isn't this what you want? A forceful man to make you fall in love with him? We're like, no. I'm not a woman. Even I'm going, no. That is ridiculous. It's insulting.
And not every woman wants to be a mother.
Right. Or that too. It's just like, what is going on here? It's like, what is going on with these soap opera thoughts sometimes? It's like, I mean, come on, people. Yeah, back in the mid-90s, a lot of women in charge. They did. Wendy Rich, who I know, and many of them.
Francesca James.
Francesca James, yes. Francesca James, all of them. It's just right now, I'm looking and going, we all should stop accepting what we're just given. We got to, well, Teriah Pinkins is on Broadway now, Raising the Sun. She is you're right. She's very talented, very good. I mean, we had a great conversation. You guys are going to love it.
I'm literally trying. You guys know, look, this is live. This is
we talked about Tom Cudahy. What happened? We talked about Eric Kane. Oh, she spills the tea. She tells you the same to the devil about soaps back then.
I'm telling you,
what they did to her
when she sung Tina Turner at Broadway Cares that year. Lord.
Yes. So it's a good interview, guys. So trust me, it's you guys are gonna love it. But I'm just telling you, it's just that we are given stuff that we kind of have to accept. And so I'm asking others who never think about any of this stuff to accept it. A Vanna sex scene that simulates possible oral sex, get over it. Sorry. I gotta watch straight foot people kiss all day long. Do you think I want to see that all day long? I'm offended. Do I gotta see it all day long? No, I gotta see I'm watching it. You get a biracial couple on the show, and all of a sudden you break them because they're too biracial. You can't have a biracial couple together. Oh, we can't do that.
I'm tired of rapes. Point blank.
I'm also tired of colorism. I'm tired of you hide three different Jordans on 3 different Jordans. I shit you not. One is brown. One is they're white. The other one is
it's the 3 shades. It's the 3 shades of chocolate.
Right. It's ridiculous. It is really, Michelle, our buddy Michelle Valjean. Me and Candice both know her. She's writing.
I think she should be head writer. I think she should be
head writer. She should be. I love Michelle Valjean. But anyway, I get caught on that stuff all the time. I'm tired of this kind of even colorism. It's just like, oh my God, I mean, really?
It's colorism, ageism, and sexism. That's the 3 things that's wrong with the genre right now. And it's crazy because we've seen the change. Because you said I forgot who said that they like the May December relationship.
Hey, Valentine.
Hey, how can I forget that? That is like one of my favorite characters on Young and the Restless.
Hey, hello, exactly. Hello.
Because I can say, I remember Dorian, Joey.
Hold on for a second. I thought I was saying DC. I'm friends with Vanessa Antoine. She is not the same color as she wasn't as Brianna. Very rusty DC. They're two very different colors. But even besides that, this beautiful Tanisha Harper is beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
But she's super chocolatey. I mean, she's like, come on. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like that is a good point. She is really cute. She is really pretty.
She's beautiful. I saw
she's beautiful. Like, yeah, I can't wait to meet her one day.
Me too.
Hopefully she's still with General Hospital.
Oh, well, we'll see what's going on there.
You know. But like Donna and Matt, leading up to Matt, Vanessa, you know, all these couples, you know, it was older woman, younger man. And then the switch happened. I saw it and I couldn't believe it was Tracy and Kane. And I bring it up all the time because one, yeah, Tracy is an older, mature woman. But I also said, I know what the real reason is. I know why you guys don't want her with Kane.
Because she's shapely. That's what we know.
Yeah.
We know that.
And I was like, but wait a minute. You guys can accept an older man with a younger woman.
And a fat older man at that.
Right. And I'm just like, I'm confused here.
I like Matt and Vanessa too.
Yeah, Matt and Vanessa was good until they broke them up.
I'm sorry to bring it up Sunday. And I talk about that all the time also.
Yeah.
Sunday was chocolatey brown, looked like he came from Africa. Now you got Rome Flynn, who's hot.
He is.
He was hot. And he was medium brown. And then Delon Demetz, who's hot too, is even lighter than that. So trust me, I agree with that. There was somebody else. I know about that. But yes, Tracy and Kane, people said they see chemistry. That's fine. But see, I don't think they didn't do it because of the chemistry. I think they were getting lots of rude comments about it. They didn't want
it was a lot of rude comments from fans.
Yeah.
To the point, it was just a lot going on, and I was just shaking my head because I was like, where's all this coming? I literally, you guys who follow me, y'all know how I felt about that. I was like, I don't understand this because Beth and Daniel are literally, I think it was like 12 years apart. And I'm like, Crystal Khalil and Daniel Goddard are more like 14 years apart or something, maybe more. And I didn't get it. And I was like, is
Jack
this
and
about
Sally? Yes, Jack and
Sally. Yeah, Jack and Sally. Well, you know, here's the thing. With that, I mean, and that's the thing, especially like Victor and Nikki, Victor and Sharon, Victor and Hope, Victor and
Ashley.
Victor. What was it? Sabrina.
Yes.
Like, again, and here's the thing, we all like Victor Newman, right? We love Victor Newman.
Yeah.
But can we take it back a little bit? If you're a true fan here, you know what I'm going to say. Victor Newman is awful sometimes to the women.
Yes. Well, okay, Shanika will say something to you. She said, you hit the nail on the head, Candice. Just like Epiphany, she waited how long to get a proper storyline?
Y'all know I was on social media talking about that. I was like, how come Epiphany can't get any love? And the fact that, first and foremost, Black woman, older, mature, with Milo, right? It was Milo. What happened?
You know what happened.
Well, I know.
Like right now, I love that Maxie's bigger. When she was skinny, she was sick. She had problems. She talked about she had problems. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that Maxie has weight on her, as she should. She still looks beautiful, phenomenal actress. Horrible storyline, but I like that she has no weight on her.
Yeah,
it's much healthier. I think it's like, you know, I'm a big boy, and I like it, but I think big folk. There are folks who like big folks. It's like there's not. It does, you know.
That's why everybody was pressed about the Craig and Nancy storyline.
Right. Wow.
Because again, you know, the Nancy fans. Nancy, see, here's another thing, like you said about representation, and this is the same thing to circle back to Vanna is people see themselves, representation, right? With Anna, she is a mature, career-oriented woman, and a lot of people see that. And, you know, with Nancy, it was the first time that, and I'm not talking, you know, I'm not counting Sally Spectre, because love you, darling, Conley. But with Nancy, she wasn't a pushover. You know, she was not the best friend, like the popular girl with the blonde hair and the blue eyes best friend. Like, hey, my name is Stephanie. She actually was a character that she connived, she schemed, she loved, and everything. And then there was Craig, and he was hot. I mean, Kevin Spears is still hot, but it was organic. And I remember back then, I remember some people talking about it, but not to an extent where it was like really bad. And I think people did applaud Date for that. They applauded the fact that there was a plus size woman on a soap in a lead storyline with a hot guy, and we didn't have to hear about diet pills or surgeries or anything else like that.
See, I got in trouble with that. I don't know why you brought that up, because I got in trouble for that one too.
I mean, we got in trouble too on some part, because here's the thing, okay, look, this is daytime today. This is what you do, James. You taught us this. Be real, be honest and real about it. I had a problem with the storyline. I did, because as somebody who watched Craig and Nancy from jump, I was okay with what the presentation probably was going to be. I know so many people who came out later in life and whatnot about, their sexuality and stuff. And I was like, okay, I could take that. I was like, you can play those beats. But something told me, I said, they're going to take it all the way back to day one.
I'm sorry, Candice, you need to stop talking.
Yeah.
I just went onto Twitter really quick. Glenn Caron, the producer, creator of Moonlighting, has a picture of...
Yeah. Yeah.
And Bruce Willis says, Disney and I have put our heads together and come up with a plan.
Did you?
Get announced Wednesday.
Yeah, I saw that. I retweeted. I said, as soon as I saw that, the theme song came in.
No, that was my show.
No, you do know what this probably means. Please, okay, real quick. Please let this be streaming on Disney Plus. One, yeah. I'm hoping that's the way it is. I don't want to reboot.
Right.
I just want the OG, because when I saw that announcement, the theme song started playing in my head.
Well, what's his name was going through those problems, but
Bruce Willis.
They said they put their heads together or something, so I'm very curious. I'm sorry, I just saw that. Oops,
I found this on the web.
Sorry. No, shut up. Sorry, Siri. I'm sorry to be that. Sorry, I'm like, you make it. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying, but I just.
Yeah, I read it. I was like this. At first, like, the news already dropped already, because
I was like, wait a second. I'm like, what am I saying?
Did y'all not see me? Just like, I was like, did the news, like, as soon as you said it, I was like, did the news drop already? Is they not going to wait till Wednesday? Because,
right. I was like, I just happened to switch over and look really quick. And I'm like, oh my God, really? Did not see that coming. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
That was my show too, Black Love. That was my show. I love Moonlighting.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I'm sorry, we don't have the rights to that.
Theme song, yes.
Please.
Everybody's like, that's just that.
And see, I'm waiting for James to say Candice is 80 years old and she knows about these shows. Like, whatever. But no, yeah.
This is live, folks. This is live.
I'm surprised you didn't do like a JLJ or daytime or late night talking about what yesterday was. Yesterday was a holiday. It was National Primetime Soap Day. The first primetime soap came out yesterday.
I did not even know that. So,
yeah, just remember October 20th.
You guys, here's the thing, folks. These youngins out there, and thank you 24 people who said like 727. Thank you. They know stuff that I don't even, I mean, I was there. I lived it. I don't remember all of it.
You wasn't there. If you were there for the first primetime show in 1946.
According to Tony Moore, it was.
Well, that's true. Good point. Yeah, good point.
He always says I was there when Adam and Eve met. So, I mean, I was like,
that is true.
Eat that apple, bitch. Eat it.
That's for Housewives. Oh, I just thought of that. We see you said the apple.
But I just the overall thing I don't want to belabor the whole thing. Just that it's very interesting that there are a lot of things wrong with soaps, right? But I will support them. I'll continue to support them.
Yeah.
I'll them out other things. But I think that when it comes to these sex scenes, you don't have to like it. It may not be your cup of tea. I totally get it. But the outrage is like, okay, I guess I'm just like I don't see that. I don't really see the outrage. I don't see it.
And it's not like she was Janet Jackson and showed a boob.
Right.
You know,
I was obsessed with the first 3 years of Moonlighting. It's my favorite show. Everybody saw Moonlighting now.
I know, like, guys, do you guys know what this probably, like, seriously, Disney Plus is I'm going to just say the Disney Plus is going to stream Moonlighting coming soon, starting November something. But if they do it on Wednesday, like, drop the first, like, if they do like they did with Amazon with Falcon Crest, just drop all of it, all the seasons, including the 2-hour movie, with done deal. Is there a promo for Disney Plus like Peacock like?
So DC, I'm very curious to see. He's made a statement just now. For some reason, I don't consider primetime soaps.
Excuse me?
I know I've never heard that before in my entire life, and I've been around 53 years.
Okay.
I've never heard that. He said to me, a soap is always a serial drama running 5 days a week. Interesting.
Okay.
I've never heard that before. I mean, soaps are storyline arcs,
right?
And so it means continuation stories, and that's what and all those nighttime soaps do that. So it's kind of
DC, we're gonna have to talk.
He's like, where's Donna Mills prefers nighttime drama. That's like Eric Brayton daytime dramas. He likes calling them daytime dramas on soap operas. That's so funny.
We call them stories.
Angela says she thinks it's just the fact that it's in the middle of the day and sponsors don't like that. But Angela, I don't think the sponsors were upset though. I haven't heard about the sponsors being upset.
Me either. If that was the case, then there would be a lot of sponsors that would drop days when Days was on network, and also General Hospital. Well, actually, General Hospital did get a sponsor dropped. I'm sorry, I forgot, but that wasn't because of General Hospital. That was because of The View and ABC. That was that.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I mean, I'm sure that could happen. I mean, in this case, I've been hearing about some fans. I've been hearing the fans are upset.
Yeah.
But not. I haven't heard about
ABC or Disney has not come out with a statement, and it's been a good 72 hours since. I think we're good.
DC's
because
like whenever I mention I watch international soaps, those soaps run 5 days a week, albeit at night. Like EastEnders, all those do. Yeah. That's interesting. And his take is that he's very comfortable with the 5-day-a-week format versus the once-a-week format. As so, that's interesting. I've never heard before in my entire life.
Me either. We learn stuff all the time.
Primetime dramas. However, I'm aware too that daytime soaps are daytime dramas. Right.
They all follow the same format. I mean, there would be no
Grey's Anatomy. There'll be no
Grey's Anatomy. Even
Mandalorian. They're all soaps.
Reality shows. I don't care who said it's not. Andy Cohen. It is a soap opera. Reality television is soaps. The more you know.
No, it is. But it's just interesting. I've never heard of it before. So I learn something new every day.
I learned something new.
Because primetime, whenever I say primetime soaps, or I say soaps, people do bring up Dallas
Dynasty
first. Hi, Shelly Chestnut. I thought Love Dynasty was just fine. Not sure what the big deal is. We agree with that.
We agree.
Don't nobody take Days of Our Lives serious because of all the nonsense they've done over the years. He's like, you go, Angela. She's like, don't give a fuck.
She's like, I don't care. Well, that's the same. Well, some people will say that about both.
She's like, they don't care. Oh my god, because
it's stick to your opinion, girl. Stick to it. Be you. Be.
Angela made me laugh. That's a good one. I think it's hilarious.
That doesn't get a bell. That should get a quote. That should get a thing.
No, Jeremy had it earlier, but this is one of the quotes of the show.
I'll give her this.
Yeah, I'll give her. Well, yeah, she doesn't get the bell, but she made me laugh. So that's you go on, Angela. And then hi, Karis. And then Jeremy Berman says there was a time when Procter & Gamble were the most conservative subs on ABC and a few others. Conservative then ABC and a few others. Yes, Procter & Gamble. Well, they got rid of their subs, so they didn't want them anymore.
Well, as a person with Procter & Gamble who's still getting that phone call, the thing is that CBS out of the networks, CBS is still the most conservative, even back in the day.
Yeah, the Tiffany Network.
AKA Les Moon's former bank. I'm sorry, had to be shady.
My husband's a pig. Yes.
No, James, no, do it justice. You got to do the exact when she came on the talk to make the announcement. Wait, but first, Julie has a message that she would like to say. Julie, and then she's like, "Hi."
Oh, she's too much. I'm done. I'm done with the Chen bot. I'm done with her. It was the Salem Stalker show that saved days. Another world. It's just yeah. My thing is bring more sex on. Fuck them. Bring more sex. More sex scenes. I want love in the afternoon. I want them calling each other names. I want some moaning.
I just want to know what they think. Here's my question. What do like the execs, the executive producers and the head writers of these soaps really think love in the afternoon really means? And keep in mind, most of these writers now, especially Days, like all the writers on Days have been on other shows, except for about 3. But they were there. They were there when love in the afternoon really meant something. So I'm trying to figure out like what really, like in their mindset, what has changed? Because they're still writing the same they're still writing the same format, but what has changed? Is it because of the executive producers? Is it because of the head writer? Is it because of quote unquote short attention span? Like, I'm curious.
Hi, Albert. Welcome to the show. I know he had different opinions. DC brings up that Azrael Turns was supposedly, that's funny, first up to feature the first gay character. That was Hank. I remember that.
Yep.
But there's a whole A storyline. And ABC Daytime, of course, had Ryan Felipe. Overall.
Well, actually, okay, so on All My Children, technically, Donna, was the first lesbian, even though she wasn't a feature character, she was recurring. Yes. And if anybody knows the story about Susan C. Hayes and Jeannie Cooper, yes, technically speaking, Young and the Restless was technically kind of first, but they kind of dropped it because full circle moment, because fans didn't approve of it.
Okay, here's something, Candice. Albert, which I disagree with him. I disagree with you on this, Albert. But he says, I don't think sex scenes are necessary. Like, we're adults. We know what goes on, so it's not needed. He's the opposite. See, I don't say there are people, but I know there are people who think like he does. I get it. I disagree with him. I think we should have sex.
We need to have a panel about this.
I know we're gonna get a panel one day. We're gonna get a panel. But I love that Albert comes in. He's like, no.
Albert's like this. No, not today.
Yeah, I don't want no sex or simulated sex.
Hey, Albert. Next question to you, Albert. This is legit. What shows do you watch, like on a regular?
He's all prime time. I watch sex, but on daytime, I don't want to see it. He didn't say that. I'm just saying. People might thinking. I'm not speaking for Albert. Right. But
I'm just curious because I'm okay.
I know. I didn't expect Albert to say that, actually. I was like, go on, Albert. Saying the opposite. So he's one of those who's like, nah. He only see it. Like the homegirl said earlier, they look at my parents. I don't want to see my parents having sex.
I mean, is there I'm all for like a reason. Me personally, it's like you make a statement. Is there a reason behind it? Like, let's talk about it. I'm all
like, give you a good shower scene on a soap. Oh my God. She goes like, I want a sex scene with folks that aren't skinny. So that's right. I mean, I would never do one myself because I don't do horror films, but I mean, I'll watch somebody big. I'm like, I don't think sex has to be explicit, but I like the romance of it, Shelley says. Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, I mean, I like that. Now, I haven't said anything since. I wonder if he's typing. He's like, fuck these people. Like, I don't know. But I was like, that's so funny. They said something different. We learned 2 things today from 2 of my buddies. DC thinks that primetime soaps are soaps. And Albert's like, fuck that. I don't want to see no.
I learned something too.
I was like, okay. I love it. That's why I do these shows. I fucking love it. Mm-hmm. I have a library of that stuff. Oh my God. He wins second best comment of this other thing. Albert says, I have a library of that stuff, like a library time and place. Oh my God. You win.
Get the bell. Get the bell.
Get the bell. You go, Albert. He's like,
sorry, Jeremy.
He goes, he didn't say this. I'm saying it for him. He's like, I don't want to go for my love in the afternoon. He don't need no soap opera to do it. That's what he said. I'm putting my hair for him.
Well, self-care.
He's like, okay. And DC some saw, honestly, Scott and Lisa were bringing the fire, heat fire. Hello, everybody. Hi, this is my beauty. it's really the fact of who has the Nielsen boxes in their homes, right? And they deem it too much for daytime. I'm here for the sex things, but there's a level to it. Okay, people are laughing at Albert. It's funny. How do you feel about Ryan and Greenlee on AMC?
Y'all, I'm gonna be nice. Nice actors, great actors.
There you have it. Coming from somebody who is in that industry, it's unnecessary. Albert, you let us know something. You come from that industry, okay.
Wait, that's totally what
like, anytime to Today exclusives, I ain't talked to Albert. I'm like, what's going on over there?
How we get from Ryan to Greenlee to that?
I have no idea. I'm like, that's why I love my shows. On my shows,
anything can happen.
I was like, okay, I'll have to private message.
Wait, I like to go back to the Ryan and Greenlee thing real quick. Okay, here's the thing. I did for the first 2 months enjoy them. However, I kind of tapped out of it because I couldn't really get into it, especially when I found out that Brian France was basing it off of Dawson's Creek. True story.
People are fighting some funny stuff in chat. Yeah, Days are doing their black folks justice. I'll give them points on that. They're doing better. Well, Albert DC may know what you're talking about. I didn't know what you were talking about. I didn't know. I'm like, I know. Papa Jamie had no idea. I don't know what's going on.
I'm like completely like.
I know. I'm like, wow, okay. But this is what soap operas are: sex, catfight, drama, killings, and kidnapping. That's right, Angela. That's your girl, Angela. Just breaking it down. You're breaking it down.
I mean, that's what we grew up with. I mean, and again, that's why I said for new viewers, okay. Well, no, I can't. I need to find out how old these people are. Sorry, I do.
I just, something is shipped. Oh, that's shipped. Okay. Anyway, I was gonna say something. I totally went blank. But no, I just think it's. Anyway, back to Love in the Afternoon. It's all I don't mind it. I want it. Look at Nikki's with the eyes. I want it. I want my Love in the Afternoon. I want balance. I want it all. I want the world. I want the whole world. I want to lock it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now.
And see, if you guys go to the Zoom events, you get more of that.
Be singing. Days that have been based in reality is more like a cartoon mode. Well, Angela, actually, I'm going to disagree with you on some level, actually. What's so funny is, actually, Days has gone wild, but actually, they base everything in reality. When I interviewed Deidre Hall and Drake Hogestyn, I asked that whole devil stuff all those years ago. It was completely about love, right? So he goes, yes, it's about him saving the woman he loves.
Mm-hmm.
So it was padded with all of this extra crazy stuff, but in the heart of it was he ended up saving his woman from eternal damnation.
Yep.
So I feel like that's something that I know for a lot of folks, they look at Days just think it's some silly shit show, but I'm just like, but it's completely. There's actually more to it. And I think Days has some, the Abe storyline with Theo getting shot, that was some real black stuff that went on that show. And Days don't do black very often, and they did. Yeah. And they did stuff with, even with this whole Chanel, a man and a woman, Paulina and her talked like real black mother and daughter. Mm-hmm. I thought it was something. So I agree. There's been some crazy, outrageous things on Days, and it's known for that. You're absolutely right. I won't argue with that, Angela, on that. But I do think there has been some stuff that's been rooted in serious stuff. Now, this Chemo Beauty, I love you, girl. But now, geriatric, how old are you talking? Because I'm in my 50s, which is considered old for some people. But, I don't know how old you're talking. Exactly. No judgment, your body, your choice, blah, blah.
Yeah. I mean, also Days is very religious. That's what
I would say. Yeah, they just always praying and always.
Yeah,
it's very
like it's like Catholic Roman. I would say Roman Catholic. Because I remember, because I remember Ken Corday did an interview about the double storyline.
Yeah, because the Brady's are Irish.
Yeah.
And and DC so I really felt that Paulina and Chanel's scenes were really, really good. And I thought it was very much like a Black mother and daughter. I felt they were good. So I mean, in the middle of some of the silliness that does go on there, I feel they might come back to the dead. All that stuff's crazy. I get that part. That's all true. But I think Passions probably was the silliest. James E. Roddy said, "I'm gonna go all the way over the line over there." That probably was the silliest. Yet they had a very diverse cast. Lopez Fitzgerald, all them. It was a very diverse cast, but it was really silly. It was really silly.
But you at least saw somebody that you could relate to as far as seeing your own self on a show.
Yes. So I think there's Angela, I don't disagree with you completely. There's no for being silly. I have friends who's right off as silly, but I just do think there is some stuff that's kind of really in there.
There's the soap reel and there's the real, and they try to merge it. Remember that.
Let's see. Make sure I get all the questions and everything in here. And Connie voice. I'm going to let you finish, but David Fumero as Christian Vega on Watch that was the finest male soap star of all time. I don't agree with that. He was good looking, but I don't agree with
that. All right.
Always had the best slaps. I'm just about the slaps. Yes. He was good looking. He's totally good looking. David was good looking. I think he's best. I think he's the finest of all time, but he's good looking. But anyway, that's your own everybody's own choices.
Yeah.
I don't know how I pick as the finest of all time. You know, I would pick.
I do.
Well, who you picking?
I have two. You should know this, James.
Peter Morgan, right?
No. Rick Hurst.
Oh, you do like Rick Hurst.
Yes. And Greg Vaughn.
Well, Greg Vaughn's sexy, you guys. I know him in real life, and he is just soulful and sexy and just like the bomb. And when he talks to you, you feel like he's only talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Albert's like, I'm out. So Albert just comes on and goes, bye. Candice, looking forward to seeing you live on Wednesday. He just comes in and leaves.
Oh, it's not on Wednesday now. Remember, I retweeted it because of I have commitment. I have a prior commitment on Wednesday, and I totally forgot. I'm going on YouTube Live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Write it down.
Candice, so for me, it's 6 p.m. Okay.
Yep.
So it's going live tomorrow. So Albert,
we're going to talk deep stuff too.
Okay. I went deep this morning, so I understand that. But I know that Albert just comes in, he's like, bye.
He's like this. I said my part. He's like that guest that comes, like the recurring sitcom person that comes in like, did I do that? Sorry, bye.
No offense. I like Astro Turns better than Guiding Light. No offense to you, Candice.
Yeah. I mean, I get, I've always had to go with that. It's like, As Well Turns was more family oriented. Guiding Light was more family business romance. So yeah, I get it.
Candice, what is the channel's name? They're asking.
Candice Mack. Here's how you go. Like, just type in Candice Mack.
I'll put it in here right now.
Yeah, and it's like me in front of McDonald's in Times Square when it was still there.
Now I have not seen. Now people are trying to start mess, and I didn't even do it. People are trying to mess.
What?
Films JLJ still hates Jack K's acting, and then DC is like, JLJ's leave my precious Jack K alone. Her acting is smart. I haven't even said that. I haven't even brought it up, you guys. I had no reason. I was not going to bring it up. I have no reason. But now that you brought it up.
No.
No. It's my show. Now they brought it up. I didn't bring it up. I gave her praise. You
gave her praise, y'all. Leave it go. Let it go.
They had to try me in this chat room. They had to try me. I was like, I was good. I did not say anything about her acting. I said she was wonderful several times.
You did.
But now that you said it, I'm going to say it one more time just because I know you guys want to hear me say it. I don't think her acting is the greatest on Days of Our Lives. I think she needs an acting coach to help her out. It's not easy to do soap acting. It's a lot of pages to do. And all the other actors on there are very relaxed and they've been doing it for a long time. And they're used to it. So I'm going to say it. Sorry. I think she's an icon. I think she's a comedy icon. I think she's a goddess. She's a queen. But I said it. I did. But I also can look at performances and go, well, that was a good performance though.
Right.
So I can do both. I can go, that was a great. I loved what she did in those scenes with Raven as Chanel. I can do both. I can do that and be fine.
He can be sweet and shady. He can be sweet and shady.
Sweet and shady. There are some scenes she did with with Kate, with Lauren Koslow. I actually like also. There were some scenes that were very just kind of quiet. I don't know if it's the producers saying, please. There are folks who hate Michelle Stafford's acting. And as Phyllis, they hate it. I keep saying it's not her acting. It's they have the character as a certain way. So that's she's acting that way. But Michelle, to me, is a wonderful actor, a beautiful, wonderful actress. But I know people they say it. But to me, I don't think Jack Hayes all that. I think she's great on sitcoms and great on other stuff. But on this show, I've seen some scenes where she was good. And I was like, yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. And there were some scenes where her over-the-topness was completely warranted. Like on Beyond Salem. That was completely fun. And I was like, yes, that makes sense. So I'm just saying, there are folks on soaps who take to it really easily and they're great. They do a great job. There's some it takes a little while. People were getting mad at Tanisha Harper. Or there are folks. And see, what's funny to me is I can say Jack Hayes' acting's not the greatest and get attacked, but Marcus Coloma, I say his acting's not that bad, and I get attacked for that. Marcus Coloma's acting. I'm like, no, I think his acting's fine. I don't think it's that bad at all. But folks hate his acting. They think it's Candice. They do, and I don't think it's that. I don't think it's fine. And DC goes, I said I don't think Denise Richards acting on B&B. He liked Denise Richards. Now, if people know me, know I love Denise Richards. That's my girl. I know some folks do. Some folks hate Michelle Stafford. Some folks hate her for other reasons too. And it's long stories and everything. It's like we can't get to all that today. But that's my whole point. I actually am very objective. I look at shows fully, and I can actually be right about see things in two ways.
Yeah.
And I can see them. And so I think for me, Marcus Coloma is not a bad actor to me. I think he's fine, but folks hate him. They do. They hate him. And I get it. But see, folks are so fickle. That's why I laugh, because Rory was the second coming of Christ. When he showed up and gave Trina a Coke, everybody's like, oh my God, he's the man. He's the man. But because right now, Trina's not together, and he's the man. Well, he said some racist tweets back in the day. It's like, bye, bitch. Now he's done. Hope he gets killed and hooked by the hooker. Like, it's to me, makes me laugh. Because I'm like, I don't look at things like that. I don't lick people's asses when they first come on. I take my time to see what's going on. Tanisha Harper, I didn't think she was horrible. I think there's some scenes she wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I think in some scenes, her acting, and I say, okay, I want to get this out there too. Homeboy who plays Hat Daddy, Marshall, I never said his acting was bad. I said the storyline was horrible.
Yeah.
That storyline was horrible. Now that we got out, now I can be who he is. I enjoy him. I enjoy his. He's a great actor. I have nothing wrong with his acting. But the other day, what are we getting? We're getting him playing a clarinet. That's his storyline right now. Like, what the fuck? Again, it's a black man.
And he's on contract.
He's on contract. Like,
General Hospital, y'all need to stop with that too. If you're gonna put these people on contract, I better see these people on every single day, like Gregory Harrison. Y'all wasting him. He could have been Jeff Weber.
So, folks, I'll do it. I'll do it in the description. Instead of trying to find it, you can't find it.
I'll wait.
Instead, another CashAPP is coming up.
Okay, here's how you guys can find it. Let me show you. Oh God, I'm getting old. I'm gonna say,
when Ryan Pavey first came on,
oh Jesus,
to General Hospital, he came on our show, GS Report. And he said he's known as the Iron Man. He knows that he's stiff, but he got better. And he said that. He said, I got better. Doing a soap opera, it's a lot of work. I give them all the praise in the world. Jacarius wants me to tell you, Candice, I enjoyed communicating with you on Twitter Spaces.
Oh, thanks. And Jacarius found me on Twitter. I'm on YouTube.
Okay, so let me go. Let me open it up. I'm gonna put this in here. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the so you guys can come out of the video. You can look at the bottom of the video. I'm gonna put it in. There. I'm gonna see if it'll.
James, I just sent you the link on Messenger.
Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second. You can say something while I'm doing this right now, I guess.
Okay, so back to Marcus Columba. Here's the thing. I like him. I know I always call him that for a reason.
I was like, get his name right.
I know.
Diploma.
I know him from Primetime and movies, and he's a good actor. To me, in my opinion, he's not working as Nicholas. I'm sorry. And I usually give actors, like, if they're new, 6 months, because that's what you're supposed to do, not 6 weeks. I mean, some can pick it up in the first day. Some pick it up 6 weeks and stuff. So I said 6 months because it's a new guy, new story and everything. And I'm not feeling it with him. He's a great actor. He's good. It's just not, to me, he's not Nicholas. And I'm not doing the hold him to the candle of Tyler Christopher either, or that other guy that I don't talk about, because I can't. My head hurts. And then you had Nick Stable. Nick Stable was good.
I liked him.
I liked him too. So my thing is that, okay, when Marcus as Nicholas, the first person it's Mara West. Mara West is class act. Like, look, she has turned some actors into good actors. Okay, I'm not gonna say no names on the show, but you guys know who I'm talking about. He won an Emmy. Anyway, then pair him up to before it was Nicholas, who plays Spencer. Now you had young Spencer, and there was a certain scene where young Spencer and him are talking about him, faking his stats and everything. And I said, this is the moment. This is the moment where he's going to come through as Nicholas. And Mara West was over here in the corner, was like shaking her head, like, as Ava. Then you have Jeannie Francis, Rebecca, like powerful people that's in Nicholas's orbit. And I just did not feel it with him. So, that's just me.
Okay, I'm doing this right here. So now I'm subscribed to your channel too.
Okay.
I wasn't subscribed apparently. I didn't know. I guess I wasn't. I know what's going on.
How dare you, James?
Oh, you don't have 100 subscribers yet, do you?
I don't know how many people I have.
18. Get her to 100, then you could change your YouTube handle to Candice Mack for sure. It's 100. You have 18. So you got to give her. I can't do math. 82.
Okay.
More.
Okay, because I know I can do live. I can do a live. So
she needs 82 more, and then you can actually you can actually change it to where it says Candice Mack.
Candice Mack. Okay.
I can't follow you. So I'll put the link in the chats.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you to those who have been following me. Thank you.
18 people.
You might see some familiar content, like somebody's acceptance speech at the Capital City.
I'm there. It's so funny. I'll have to look at it later. I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be.
Or when I saw Eric Braden at Baltimore.
Oh my God, they're all. Ryan is fine. Ryan is fine.
Ryan Pavey. Oh my God.
Nikisha, aren't you scared of Twitter? You should be scared, girl. You should be scared.
I mean, again, if you, I always say this because I'm sort of the middle person. I guess that's what it is. I come on Twitter and I'm just like, okay, it's like school. You have those who are going to show up and show off. Then you got the ones that are quiet until a certain thing pops off. Then they start saying. And then you have me. I'm just like, I'm sitting by myself at the table. You can come to me and talk to me. I'm cool.
I agree. Angela, with the cat, GS Cats is too bloated. I say it all the time. 37 contract players. Exactly, that's too bloated. And then Mr. Naylor, that's a really long question. I don't have an answer for that. What's the name of our 10 favorite recent soap hunks? I don't even know.
Oh no! Here's the thing. If you want to know who our favorite soap hunks are for Bold and Beautiful, you can catch out JLJ Media, because we talked about who we think was the hottest guys on Bold and Beautiful. Plus, we did a separate video because we didn't want to forget anybody.
Oh, we did. We did do a separate video. That's right. We did. It's out there. He liked it. That's so funny. He liked it.
See, that's when you tag.
But Jakaris, you can ask me that question in in our private soap chat, and I'll think about it. I'll think about who I want to have, who I would name. There's only a few people I know I would actually name, like a Chase and a Dex and all them. But I have to like really think about that. I have to really think about that.
Yeah, if you're going to go through the history of General Hospital, that is like that's
a lot. But folks, we've been on for almost 2 hours. I need to go make some dinner. I'm hungry. I know that fast. We came on from last minute. I was watching General Hospital, you guys. When give you this information, I gotta go live because I didn't
even know I was going to be a guest tonight. I was like,
I know. I said cancel. Send you a link. You're coming on. I don't care. But folks, sign up for my events. They're good. They're inexpensive. They're fun. We'll have a good time. This Saturday is our private soap chat 3. I can do that math. 3. We have a good time. It's a fun time. You don't have to have your camera on or anything. You can come on with the camera off, hang out. You don't have to say nothing. You can hang out with us and listen or join in. It's a great group. I have a bunch of people signed up already. Sign up. It's only $20. Come on in. Come join us. It'll be a lot of fun. And I have a whole list of different shows I do in the chat, but they're a lot of fun and they're inexpensive and we have a good time. I give away prizes and all kinds of stuff. Candice will probably be there most of them. That's what we do. It's in it. So they'll go to my Lakeisha, go when you come out of here, go to my description underneath the video. I see it right there. I put the link in the video.
And Valentine fans, if you want a fan gathering, look.
Do it. I'll do it.
Look, I know some of you guys are a part of Facebook groups. I know some of you guys are in Facebook groups and on Twitter. Talk, spread the word, and any other fan groups out there, like fan bases, like, still fans. I'm gonna put y'all out there.
Well, I know Kenneth Clark said he's gonna talk to the Steffi Bill fans. I might do them. I said, give me 15 people at least, and I'll do one.
You guys know that I'll pass it on to James. Like,
but I'm doing
you got
Teriah and Sprina.
Yep.
So Sprina's the only event no one signed up for.
Are you serious?
Every other event everybody signed up for so far, and people can talk.
Oh, I'm gonna hold on. Let me. This is
no one signed up for it. No one signed up for it.
I got it.
That's the only event that's blank. I have 8 events. Somebody's at least signed up for each one, but that's one event no one signed up for. I did because who you calling, Sprina? What do you call? Can't get on the phone like she's a detective or something.
Business. Hey, it's me. Hey, whenever you get a chance, call me. Right now I'm on live, and we're talking about the Sprina fan event. Nobody signed up with mess. All right, love you. Bye.
Nobody signed up. Seriously, I said
you can tell how I am because that person's gonna be like, I can't believe you called me during a live of James.
I know. Lakeisha got it. Yeah, I put the link is right in there. Okay. I know. Everybody was right sneaker. Everybody's talking about Sprina, but now crickets. So seriously, that's the only event. Okay. I know that we have like a month and a half or something to go, but even with Teriah fans, they've signed. Even with my Flobo event, people have signed up for it. That's in January 1st. I mean, that's the only event out of all the events, not even one person has signed up for it.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
That's so funny. So the actors, I'm always going to invite the actors. It's up to them to come. I mean, I can't pay them to come or anything, but it's always up to, thank you, DC. But I'm always going to invite them. So it's up to them. But if they don't come, it's mostly a fan meetup. It's for us fans to be uncensored, unbothered, and have a really good time together. I'm gonna give away some prizes that are related to the fandoms and the shows. Kaz got a big prize. She got one. And it's be fun. It's a really good time. Seriously, we talk for like 2-3 hours sometimes.
I got the Oprah book.
The Oprah book. It's a big, heavy book too. Shit.
It really was. I read that whole thing too.
Oh, you did? Oh, funny. Yes. So, but I always invite them, but I have I don't have any control of them coming. But I do invite them. So, but who knows? They may come through. One of them may come through or whatever.
Yeah, payday is for some people. Payday is this Friday.
Well, for some people, payday was this Friday. This happened. It's the first this whole weekend. So I had a lot of registrations. I'm saying for other events. I'm just saying, not for. And I talked to several Sprina folks like, yes, I'm coming. I'm so excited. I'm like, I don't see nothing. Dave was there. It was a fun time. Shakira's there. It was there. It's fun time. Keisha, we were there. We have a good time. We have a good time. It's a lot of fun. It's safe.
We laugh. We cry.
We have a good time. And so I'm just telling you, it's a good time. So I want to give fans a chance to meet up with each other, get to know each other a little more, see what they look like in person, maybe, exchange ideas, have a really good time. That's all it's for, really. So that's why I say they're low cost, not expensive. But that's funny. I'm like, all the events, I did a whole poll on it. I was like, yes, they want it. I asked what date to do it. They told me when to do it. I followed the fans' instructions. Okay. December 10th, 12 New Pacific Standard Time, Sprina. I followed their instructions. The second date was January, I think, the 14th was the second date.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You're gonna get some people.
That's so funny. You're looking at things like, yeah, it's like she's on the phone. I don't know she's on the phone. I was like, okay.
I think I know what's probably going to be the game plan. But yeah, don't worry, people going to come.
Because I'm curious to see who wins. Will it be? Because right now Teriah is winning. Is it Teriah or Sprina? So far, it's Teriah.
Well,
those fans always show up for me, so I try to show up for them. But Sprina, I'd love to show up for them. I know they have a campaign too going on. I was in the chat room. They have a banner and all this stuff. So I'm gonna I told Ashley, who's one of the folks there. I said, I'm going to try to see, I have a couple of loose connections. I'm going to make a phone call for them. So I'm going to do that and see what I can do. So I thought I would try something. I don't know. It's just, as they know, it's going to be a tricky thing because of scheduling and who can get there and all this stuff. So, but I think it's a cute idea. The whole banner thing's a cute idea.
I saw it.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. It's a cute idea. It'd be great if they could be there and see it and the whole thing. But anyway, so I said I do my little 2 cents, but none of the Sprina fans. One girl, Sprina Love, commented, asked what was going on, what is the event. So I explained it to her. I haven't heard from her, but I explained it to her. But I haven't heard anything from her either. So I'm just saying, it's the only one out of all the events. There is a 0 registrations, and I think it's really interesting. I thought it's the first of them. I thought for sure I would get and I know Fridays. I used to get a lot of registrations on Fridays. The 15th will be another one. I know I'll get a bunch of registrations. So I know that kind of happens. So I was curious. I not even one. I guess some for the other ones, but not even one.
Especially the October 30th one. I'm pretty sure that's
a bunch for those. People are signing up. Trust me, people are signing up for that one. That's gonna be me and drag, folks.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
My mother. I'll be playing my mother. The role of my mother will be played by James Lott Jr. So yes. Okay. I gotta go, folks. I love you guys. Thank you, Candice, for coming on.
No problem.
This is 2 hours. I can't believe it's 2 hours. I've been on this goddamn thing.
Can't blame me for that.
I can't. I can't. But you guys are hilarious in chat room sometimes. That's what makes me laugh. But we'll see again. I'll be let's see. Let me tell you before I go.
I know that I'll be daytime today, next Tuesday for the anniversary special, which is 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Pacific Eastern. Since some of you guys came back. Yep, October 11th. It's going to be Tammy, me, and James, the OGs, and I have no idea what we're talking about.
Don't worry. And then tomorrow, I might be on early in the morning tomorrow. I have 11 o'clock. I'm interviewing from YNR, Zulika. She's new on the show. She plays Audra.
Ooh, I like her.
I'm interviewing her. So I'm going to try to come on early. I came like this morning. I came on like 8:30.
You came on real early.
I did. So I might try to do that again tomorrow morning for JLJ this morning. But everyone, please,